They are asking me that question. Ka mogopolo wa gore being a lock is regarded somehow as a weaker, state because when a key keeps entering in and out, the lock gets damaged. Then I was saying, okay, me being a man dictates to me that I should say a master key.
Master key, yeah.
But at the same time, there are weaker keys that break when they are met with a stronger lock.
Hey.
That's what I said.
Hey.
That's what I said. So
I feel, for me, ironic, and I know it would sound ironic, but I would choose to be the lock. The lock, in the sense that, a lock, it's only 4 components, right? Spare key, other keys, right? And those 4 keys, they have access to entry. Yeah. I get it. And then I would dictate to Ore which of the keys do I allow? Right? Not every key will just get to me.
Like I said clearly on that episode, I said something like, you understand? So you can't sit here and say, we as men, we are keys, we're able to enter
anywhere.
Lock, and therefore we are the strong ones.
But now we're not gonna the pressure anyway.
But at the same time, they are locks that are weak. There are keys that are weak. Oh
yes. That's true. From my perspective, it was like, okay, I get to dictate who opens me. Yeah. I get master key sharp, but the pressure, man. It has so much pressure. Now, if you are regarded as a master key, the general assumption is you can get in everywhere. What happens if you get somewhere and you get broken? What happens then?
So basically, we're saying there's no superior gender.
No. I think what we should.
Let's talk about this one. Can we sit and say there is a superior gender from all aspects of life? Be it when you talk about it from a Christian perspective, you talk about it from a general perspective, any other perspective. Can we sit and say there's a superior gender between men and women?
No, I don't think it will be a just conversation to have, because these things are governed by each religion, right? Has things that are part and parcel of what makes the religion itself, right? Christianity, it's about men being superior, right? Yes, across all religion, we might say the man element is placed in front. But I would say it's based on the idea that physically we can withstand, but just because of, right?
Because
if you look at women, they were suppressed for the longest time. So we don't really know how deep their capacity is.
Yeah.
If you look at that movie, but it's based on some place, the Woman King.
Yes.
Yeah. If you
in Africa,
you see, they were actually protectors in the Basadi, right? Which in a way crushes the narrative. Your woman has to be all masculine.
Another Tyler Perry movie on Netflix.
Oh yeah, the one military.
I think it's 466 or something. It's like a group of women who are fighting against all odds to get Christmas messages to.
The military post me. It's an amazing movie. I saw it.
You watched it?
Yeah, it's an amazing movie.
But then again, me, I think like heroism, Yabasari being portrayed like that's not heroism.
It is, man.
Let's be honest. Like for instance, the postman versus a soldier.
What happens
I didn't watch the movie. I don't know.
Yeah. We will just talk about it from the surface level. What purpose or power would a soldier who doesn't feel connected with what he's fighting for have?
What power does he have
if he is not connected with
with the cause for which he's fighting?
I think I've never been to war, but I think war would break you. They get killed, and a part of you is broken from that experience, right? Yeah. You don't know what's happening at home, right? You want something to recharge you. Yeah. I feel the postman would play the element of being the charger to say, hey man, at home, we see what you're doing. We appreciate what you're doing. For most part, I think Rena Banna, we need that. That's like our driving force.
So it's like saying like every other element, big or small, is important.
It's important. These
the
are
puzzle.
together we form this that we want.
Yeah.
Together, that's why I'm against this thing of which gender is superior than the other. Gender battles, I'm against it.
Yeah.
Because I feel the moment we realize already, you being the man and me being the man, or you being a woman and me being the man, we should have something we're working towards. The sense of togetherness.
What gives us a sense, like a purpose in life, is us doing things that are maybe helpful to others.
Yeah.
Building other people.
Yeah.
And then Kabona a certain post. I think I'm deviating now.
No.
I see a certain post. DJ Maporisa was saying, he was saying, podcasts are now, purpose. Destroyer.
Which
killing bags and everything.
I've seen it, right? And to some extent I hear what he's saying, but I don't agree with him entirely. Right? I feel Pori assignile someone like Scott Mapoma. He shouldn't
Scott Mapoma,
No. Let's leave the guy. I feel he's young. And but the point I wanted to make was, as a recording label, when you sign someone, you shouldn't only just look at how talented they are. You should teach them also the importance of PR, right? Teach them the importance of speaking in public. You look at your Shandeshes and what. Those people are talented musically, but when you put them in a spot Balai has their audience, you realize, the recording label here is having it's not.
At the same time, now I blame it on their PR.
Yeah,
like we spoke about it on our previous episode to say it's not a question of the artist is dumb or anything like that. Not every platform that you go to for an interview will you get the prep prior to go in there.
Yeah,
some platforms they just call you. To have an original
conversation, nothing
they
scripted.
Not to send you the script so that you just answer. Not all The purpose of a record label, Kantlega Music, should also be to build your character. I don't know about PR, but I am thinking, if I'm your PR person, part of my job should be making sure that when you are in front of the people, you speak and look the way that you should. You
align with your music also.
People. Yeah,
align with your music. Because now you hear what Shandesh does. I think she's making waves. By the way, I would say right now, as far as the compa is concerned, the eyes are on her. But on a podcast, let us be honest. The time your podcast is tomorrow, that's where we saw breakthrough. The time your TikTok is tomorrow, that's where we saw breakthrough. But it's what you go qua podcasting or qua TikTok that breaks or makes you. It's you are the problem. It's not the platform.
It's not the platform.
If I say fuck you here, is the mic wrong or am I wrong?
Look, BK, if it's us here. We are, discussing things with a certain artist. Ne? Remember, Rewile podcasting for an interview, and they're asking you questions that are leading questions to a specific beef.
Yeah.
It's okay to blame the platform, but re ka se blame platform re tla tabeng ya ge motho a kgethile go arabela question to. Say for instance, if someone comes to the podcast and then I ask them, beef ya gago le mang itla kae? Then the person pursues the question. Am I not to blame?
No, you are.
Because I opened up the conversation to this person saying that.
But not necessarily.
Next time what do you have to say for yourself? Who says podcast should be an answering platform for others, a platform where people just have to state what they feel about artists? And why is your podcast in Rabolela ke bone show ya Mbuyiseni Ndlozi.
Oh, yes.
On Power FM.
Oh, yes.
Yesterday I liked it. He was interviewing DJ Maphorisa. They spoke about the purity of music, the contribution of music in society, where music of South Africa started, where Amapiano started, the generation of Amapiano, how it contributes to grooming people and growing them as people. No beef.
Also,
No beef.
Also, I feel podcasts are so easy to establish. Even the lamest minds can start a podcast, and in that, I echo that sense of thinking. My cousin on our way from that side to here, very terrible podcast, because I told him, "Well, I'm gonna come here and shoot like one episode. It's been a minute." The excitement is like, "Yeah, Mara, how is that going?" I'm like, super good. The guys are growing. You know what? I'm this side, so I don't really participate in the growth as much. It's like, okay, amara ke village, bo make jira, bo bona ba roga batho, amara they are growing.
The unfortunate part, that's what people always pick out.
The
unfortunate part, you record a podcast, do one good episode, invite a nurse, invite a social worker, invite someone who's moving mountains, invite them on your show, properly. One day, you decide, we're not inviting anyone, we're just going to have a conversation.
Sure.
You have that conversation, express yourselves. The unfortunate part, they'll always pick that out. I feel like this thing was once said by this guy who motivated, Vusi Temekwan. For a podcast to thrive, it has to, carry some sort of character assassination traits.
Yeah.
Someone's character must be destroyed for a podcast to thrive. Someone must be bashed. Someone must be talked about in a bad way for a podcast to thrive.
Unfortunately.
People enjoy drama. People enjoy... Look, for example, I saw someone post it and I found it very, very interesting. Why people go and watch porn.
Oh.
Wow. What motivates people to go to watch porn? Listen.
Wow.
People sit down and they want to receive nudes. Right?
Yes.
You want to receive nudes.
Yes.
But when you don't have the courage to shoot the nudes and send.
Yes.
At the same time, only interest ya go bona motho mong at our sendel. It's not things that we have the confidence to sit down and do.
Because I think also we are under the moral umbrella.
Exactly. So, BK, look how we go out there, I'm happy to see. There's
chaos.
On a sex tape, everyone wants to go there and watch. We want to see that sex tape.
But how hypocritical are we?
But would you record a sex tape? How many of us would record a sex tape? If it's something that we enjoy watching, how many of us would actually go and set up cameras to record it?
No, man, I feel we are hypocrites. We are hypocrites.
You what I'm saying?
We are hypocrites,
so,
man.
Platform sales and McG. It's people and ourselves. It's people who have said we are content with humanity. We are content with how we were made as people. Our brains are this complex and they need to be allowed to speak themselves. The thoughts have to come out. So let's use this platform to practice our freedom of expression and speech. Practice our freedom of expression and speech through spreading knowledge, through enlightening people, through giving people news, through, all those kind of things. Reina. But the unfortunate part, God, those that enjoy hearing what we do, those that are entertained by hearing what we do, are not courageous enough to give us those things themselves.
Nah.
Everyone has something to say about anything.
Everybody. And it's funny that the worst comment is the first one to come. I mean, I get what he said about Minnie, right? In fact, I would say he didn't say Minnie has a smelling cooch. He said if.
Nah, he said maybe she has a smelly cooch.
Okay.
And then he went on to say plus it's the case with most of the slay queens. That's what he said. Now,
okay.
I'm not quoting him word by word, but he said something
in essence. But okay, how many times, right? Okay, this is outside of public consumption, right? How many times do you hear such utterances made?
every day.
Every day. I bet even the same people who are saying McD is full of shit.
Yeah.
How many times have we had? But big you better so size one, small. BK wrote after 2 minutes. It's publicized. How many have we seen such scenarios?
Every day.
But okay. Now it goes back to the gender conversation we were having. Because it's a particular gender, we assume they are more sensitive than us.
BK.
We are sensitive also.
You know street talk. Street talk like no, I can say the proper.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
When people are sitting in the streets and having discussions about normal things that they usually talk about at a spaza shop. We are not doing those things. We are not having those conversations to monetize.
Oh yeah.
The problematic part about those conversations is when you have them to monetize on them. You understand? If I go out, monetization, of course, it literally sounds like making money from something.
Yeah.
But also, when you monetize, I'm just also including
having to go in the
saying
public.
them out to make yourself, popular, to, seeking fame coming at the same time.
Yeah.
If I come to a platform and talk about someone's private part, for me to gain traction, for gain eyeballs,
Yeah.
I am wrong.
You're fucked up.
I am wrong.
You're fucked up.
But it's not a problem to sit and have a conversation. Hey, no lie.
I'm sure I didn't that.
Exactly.
Ape charger the charging point there katsene le tshedintsi charger isa charge ga botse.
I saw until you buy a new charger and it sticks.
Yeah.
Until you buy a new charger. Kilo notice.
Yeah, I know it does. It does.
O reka o ne phone. O kinya gore batho ba nka.
Yeah.
O ne phone shi. Le charger. Right? You bought them both new. Wa charge.
Yeah.
Overtime. Overtime re I disagree. Charging point idiang. Until we are rekang. Wa tsama wa reka charger e ntshwa. Charger e ntshwa ya tsena ka mo ya grip.
Ja appreciate ana bobe. Oh okay.
Ya tsena ka mo ya grip. No pilo phosho ke ama. Is the problem the keyhole or the charger or the key? Locally le master key.
It's there, man.
Ke mang wa ka dula mo mpotsa re yena charger ra gage e rile go ba lusimo a re go reka charger e ntsa ya screen.
Yes, screen.
I am sure to.
Nobody. Are you there?
Gona.
Nobody.
Oh.
Nobody. Nobody.
So go ya ka re go e re bolela re tshi.
I agree, man.
Because this thing I'm sure everyone
has
experienced.
Why it's able?
Yes.
And in fact, if charger is a server charging point properly, it should be replaced.
Yes. So now,
it doesn't mean charging point I can maintain the charger.
I don't charging point I could. You know about charger. Charger if it didn't matter. I'm a charger in the charger. The threads fail. But the charging point remains the same.
Next.
Nothing.
Next. Worst part, this one is not even elastic. Elastic.
I keep saying.
Yes.
So Mara, I'm saying these things to just, challenge people to start thinking different.
Yeah.
Because as people, different genders as we are all flawed.
Yeah.
Not each one of us will go somewhere and they'll satisfy that area which they go.
Yeah. No. I want to size one fits all, man.
There's no size one fits all. So to come here and see to mama
if
you know why I in X.
Yeah,
if he was so perfect, then we're class.
Yeah, such things as access.
Exactly.
Hey, I mean, look at credit we were in our prime exploring women, if such a phrase is permitted. If you are as good as you think you are, they'll stay. Matlapa. Gaspiria. No. I get the confidence. If
I was to ask you to read, would you read?
I would read. I would say I read. I wouldn't say those are my words.
Okay, I'll give you your read.
A text. Okay, this is a text written or whatever.
So-
read this.
Do you think you can read it?
Yeah, man.
If I give you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, newsreaders, Babaladi, you know. Why do I get a bad feeling about this?
No, Skawar, someone sent me this thing and then this person was like, Amon, Khani, I don't get how it's possible that someone can say so much inside.
Manna, I feel ne for some parts we are very different, especially for but while they were raised within the church institution. Matlapa, they are not so easy to utter. You know, you've heard Matlapa. The L word, wait, yeah, man. The N word, wait, yeah,
When I
man.
when you reach a mona quella redia skit sela sa
Such a shit.
Hey.
No, that was me getting into character. I bet the last time I said that word probably was that time.
Can you copy and paste? Valandri.
Okay. O tsorile Sefebe. Go jwang go dula le family ya go nkga nywana. I'm sure ka mo ga reno le dutla toropong nywana tše le mmago. Tsek Sefebe. Hey, now I feel like I said these words. Hey, shit.
My guy, I'm not sure. Let me show you something else. Yeah. Oh, winching.
No. I.
You go to one.
No. Like, okay. No, man. I.
Can you read another one?
Ke matlapa dilo jacket. Our 90 days.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Yo. Okay. Right now I'm processing what I said. I think it's these are directed to a woman there.
Hey. Hey, let's not read anymore. Hey, why are you disturbed? Our BK is so disturbed. Why are you disturbed?
No, I mean this could be part of somebody's lingo, like day-to-day lingo. Where are they from? Hey. Hi. Okay, now my brother. I'm not saying I get to matlapa. I feel I'm underqualified to go abija.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what qualifies a person or arrogant like that.
No. Your decency doesn't allow you to.
That's the right English. That's
Now,
the right
but
English.
The only thing I know how to say, only inside I've always known how to say "gefutsek"
Na fuck you.
and "fuck you." Yeah,
Yeah, I'm a fuck you guy.
those are the only two. I've never called a person's private part in my life.
Where's the L word? That's the furthest I'll
Even that
go.
L word, I've never.
That's not to say it
Mara,
in full.
when someone messes with me, I feel like saying all of them.
Yeah. Wala o ka se a ignore.
Hey, but I can't.
But to actually
Yes, but when I get pissed off, I feel like saying them. Like you know how this person spoke. Motho a ka o dira ronya ko bolela so. But let me tell you the mentality of men who can succumb to saying such utterances. It's because of the crookedness of women.
yeah,
Things that some women do. They
Yeah.
lead men to
such things. But I don't.
BK, I want you to imagine the rage of a man who ends up saying this to a woman. what would happen if the woman was here, and what did the woman do?
And
Because this comes from a very disturbing place.
It
Very
does.
dark place.
It does. It does. I imagine if I was a woman or those was actually directed to me as a man, like that amount of quality. Because if this person was actually a university student, she would be like a cum laude. I'm talking about, you see, Mahlomo Khalong there by University of Limpopo would personally go and like, hey, you are the best Kamatlaba, the best I've ever had. Like all the products I've ever cooked were now popo Kamatlaba. Like if education Kamatlaba was there, we would take him national or say,
tomorrow when we record an episode with Pilo, I'm going to make him read this and I want him to tell me what he thinks.
These nerves jaga, like like
You can't stomach it. But
this person is your girlfriend.
I want you to empathize, like put yourself with in the guy's shoes. Again, we don't know why the guy is saying these things.
Yeah.
And we are quick to judge most of the time.
Yeah. Oh, this guy enemy.
How can a guy say that? How can a man say this to a woman?
How can a man?
Because we're stereotyped to protect women all the time.
Oh, yes.
Every time someone says something negative about a woman, it's sensitive. You can't say that. It's like saying kafir to a black man, being said by a white man. You can't say that. But where does it come from?
What did the black man do?
Exactly. Because we're too quick to judge. I'm not saying it's right for a person to speak like this to a woman, but I'm simply saying, let's not think one-sided. It's fine, it's wrong. Let's go find out what the other party did.
I feel addressing the root cause to any problem solves the problem. Yeah. It's like the GBV problem.
Exactly.
Right? But where's that hand come from? Where's that hand coming from? And that's also a conversation we are very shy of. Very, very, very shy of. Being a man or a woman, we are very shy of, because now it's protected by the government, by society, feminists. All these people are now protecting them.
Man, if you're a woman and they tell you this every day, you think you will ever have the courage to sleep with any man?
No, man. You are broken.
If a person is telling you this every day,
you are broken.
On a mark. Every day when you wake up, someone is telling you
quality so.
No, bruh. You won't you won't go and sleep with them, because every time you open your legs,
you think about
insecurities will kick in and you'll be like, hey, what if the guy's right? What if? And this person saying is most probably slept with her.
Obviously.
So they know what they're talking about.
But where does this amount of rage coming from?
The funny part is, a guy can stick with a woman, having noticed these things, until a breakup comes. They start saying this. Isn't that what people do when you break up? They start telling you how bad you are in bed.
Small.
But you were in a relationship for 6 years. No one was saying anything like that.
I think that one I'll try and justify on and cover up. I think Lojini would act out of love, right? That you don't want to hurt this person's feelings, right? I think very, very recent, I've entered a romantic space here, Loring. This person, with the right wording, is able to say certain things. And Linda, she has taught me to say certain things, right? And I feel, not to say for sure, maybe, these things, they have a way of ending, right? Okay, confidence. But in a way, you now know if there's something that's wrong within the relationship, you are able to utter it and find a way to deal with it. If it's perhaps how I give head, right? You yeah, no man, be consistent. Don't change pace, you know. Is it gore o tswe o ya ka ntle ra o la rena re sa re o re ngwaga mme se tsa ka speedinyana wabo. So I think people need to develop like the right channels of talking. That's what people like. Why are you smiling now?
No. I want to tell you.
Why are you smiling?
I want to tell you how that thing happens. That thing comes from. No. When I get.
Oh yeah.
No,
I do.
not that.
No, I get it. Like when something when it comes like
you
you
did you grow up watching cartoons?
Yeah.
When a cartoon gets an idea, it shows the bulb.
Yeah.
This is my bulb.
I'll go get like we and you're happy with it.
Yes, it's my bulb.
Yeah.
I'm saying, but we are people being able to say such words, with ease. Motho a tsoga ka letlhapa, a robala ka letlhapa, shiba ka letlhapa, a tlhwa ka letlhapa, le moya ke duba letlhapa.
I've seen
Ke tsene le
mothers.
motho ko mongwe UL. That guy ke Maponya. Leina la gagwe be re mmitsa Maponya Godi. That guy o di medisha ka lona. O a makafola maredrao. Your mom man your phone la o sa re phone. Maponya.
Wait.
There's nothing he says without an
I get that. This person is in the same field as you.
Yes.
This is someone who's potentially going to be a teacher.
Today he's a teacher.
Fucking hell.
Maponya a go botsa re makafula. Maabane ke hweditse le khosha le lengwe man. Hey. Ga ya mola mama maredza man ka Nothing he says without an insult, Maponya. Never. No, but anything that he says before we have full stop. Ke letlhapa
There has
le
to
gona
be-
letlhapa.
And now what? Ke se mfotseke.
Ka mokgwa a phelang. So I'm saying to you, batho ba golela go ba at ease with saying insults because of the way they were groomed. That's how they grew up. It's the environment they grew up in. O nagana gore go ka gola le bommago ba go tsosha ka matlhapa, ba go roma ka letlhapa, ba o jokisha ka letlhapa, ba go gala ka letlhapa. It's a normal thing for you. It's normal. The normal is what you see on a daily basis. That to you is normal.
Now you become
Nna ka
part and
mo
parcel
college-ing,
of that.
no one would say anything as an insult. Le fotseke, you would answer for that.
But I was someone.
You would, yes, that's what I'm saying. For me now, le me laka le ba heavy if I have to now say out
Yeah.
an insult.
Eish, Mara, I'm really concerned, man. I'm concerned.
Yeah. No, don't be, man. Skaisha pelo hole.
No, like I get gore your cup of tea can be my cup of tea, right? Your cultural background cannot be my cultural background. But let's at least have like a baseline
Yes, give a man a fish and you feed him for a day.
and you starve him forever.
Teach him how to fish.
Yes.
Man. But anyway, ke be ke re gana mo on the same breath, BK. I was saying such confidence killers might even end up affecting someone in a future that they are planning to have with someone they haven't yet met and
Chacharenzo.
Chacharenzo. Tlhakanele motho wena o go ruiwa matlhapa mo go botšiwa dilo tsona tšeo. It killed your confidence. Now you are like, let me start again. And then you come across a man who somehow shows you that, hey man, I'm not enjoying this. It could be that reason or some other reason.
Yeah.
But I want to ask, what do you think makes intimacy die out in a relationship? Intimacy.
You know,
Where you find, like partners are avoiding to sleep with each other. Where do those things come from?
do you mean it in the sense where like now these people perhaps they've been together for so long?
Be it that or any.
I think sometimes people are not active in as far as making effort to spice up things.
Yeah.
I mean, how many black people have lingeries? Ordinarily,
Not many.
most are perioding, sexy.
Yeah.
Right? Your eyes get tired. But to be honest, mahlo a lapa, like go tlwaela o lebelela selo se straight.
Like you can't laugh at the same joke forever.
You can't laugh at the same joke. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
You can't laugh at the same joke forever.
Yeah.
So people are understanding it. It's very easy for someone to just turn it and say, "Makafola gora ruwa cheat."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Whereas now this thing, it doesn't give you so much excitement. It's like the first day, people are going to make up.
Yeah.
Make out. Is it out or up?
Out.
Make out for the first time.
Yeah.
I mean, the erection, it takes.
Answer hello.
Hey, like, today's the day. Today's the day. I'm going to give it to her. Eh?
Yeah.
Second day is like, get to yes.
Yes.
Third day, I get clean.
Yeah.
What?
Until she starts seeing your true color.
Until it gets to a point where like, I don't know for 1 year. I don't know. What? Let's make
no longer
effort.
care. When you first meet, it's like you are full of that. I don't want to disappoint. I don't want to disappoint. You're full of I don't want to. But as time goes, gradually, you man, come on, how you feel? Hey.
But that on itself, excitement in a way. Why can't people take that excitement and channel it into one person?
You see?
That's where these things are on. I mean, I used to grow up thinking, married people have sex like every day.
They should. They should, brag. But on a more serious note, things that may lead to someone not to desire sex with you. Kidifi.
The first one gave the lack of making effort.
The efforts, yeah. Not
Dressing
making,
up,
yeah.
smelling nice.
Losing the fun in it.
Also, sexy kaspilele ntwa ka rumong yaka all the time.
I think I told you something. I said there are men and women who are well packaged. Did I use a wrong terminology?
No, you see, there's this thing of when someone says something, then you visualize it.
Yes.
So I'm that person.
You see my bulb.
I'm that person. You see, I'm that person. One package, I'm like, hey.
Exactly. The bulb I was telling you about.
Yeah.
Like when you speak and then I understand what you say.
Yeah.
It lightens up.
Yeah.
So I'm saying some people, men and women, they are well packaged on the outside. Sometimes even on the inside when you go closer. These people look like they tick all the boxes. Like say for instance, at a distance, you are seeing a list of 10. You see big ticks on 8 boxes.
Everywhere.
There are 2 boxes missing. But distance box and then you go. And it's just 2 boxes. And those 2 boxes happen to be the most important
in
ones.
the long run.
They happen to be the most important ones. People who are well packaged, sometimes when it comes to intimacy, they don't make that much effort. Like being sexy as a woman, being sexy as a man. Being a man who's like tall, dark and handsome with full of muscles and everything.
Yeah.
And then you expect the body, the looks, and you being the person you are visiting.
You think you are.
That makes everything for you.
Or even this will just make her come.
No. You still need to be romantic. You still need to you still need to let massage. And sex with a big bum and everything like that. You still need to initiate sex. You still need to talk back. You still need to give an effort. Women don't talk. All those other things.
Yeah.
I said I sexy. Like sexy lingerie and that's it. I feel like I sexy lingerie. It extends even further to give him a blowjob, sit on him, those kind of
text during the day.
Exactly.
I'm looking forward to later tonight.
In my opinion, one of the things that suck out the intimacy out of a relationship, be it long or short, it's people not making effort, like you're saying. People feeling like, man, I'm the package.
I'm the table.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm the table.
That thing.
That mentality.
I
think perhaps that's why the side chick industry is thriving. It's thriving. I mean, if you hear what side chicks are doing to married men out there, it's difficult, man. It's difficult. I've heard you've seen Revenge Diaries again.
Yes.
I've heard gore. No, I caught nudes ka ba mo rometse di nudes. So I took the nudes da. But my thing was like, okay, why aren't your nudes like in his phone?
Yes.
Okay, sure, but I get the fact that maybe you guys see each other so often, but why doesn't he have like a picture of you
Yes.
in panties?
Yeah.
Why doesn't he have?
in state Rio go jaja decide chicken?
Hey, I mean, social media has brought about.
Muthu a gonang go keep things spiced up. Ke side chicken le
Hey, o a tsebang gore
why?
a se ga ka mola.
Man, why?
It's that.
Why would your boyfriend, your main boyfriend, or your main girlfriend, a fiwe funny ya di nudes le metlholotlho ka moka? Lutlo a di fiwe ke batho ba ka ntle go ba di tshepishe ke batho ba ka ntle mo le wena o le gona. It can't be.
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be.
It's the number one killer of relationships.
Because everybody wants fun. Everybody wants fun. Later carrying, everybody wants fun.
Man, I'm looking for that
The nudes?
no nudes. A link that was there was this lady whom shared this link with me. There's stories about people like that who lost intimacy in relationships.
Oh.
There you go. Fuck, I wanna go like Jack Rance, motherfucker. She silent sex struggle.
Okay.
Says I want to read. Look at this picture.
Okay.
Look at this picture.
Appetizing.
Appetizing.
Appetizing for the eyes. Yeah.
These are the people whom I was saying they are well packaged people. Women like this.
Bagreba attention ya gago.
See small waist, big bum.
Yeah.
They look the part.
Yeah.
The unfortunate part about
in the bedroom aba active as such. Or because the overall idea is that kepakile.
Yes.
He has to deal with that.
So I want to read this. Silent sex struggles married people go through. Yeah. This post is strictly for married people. Let me read number one.
Okay.
Number one. A spouse who wants too much sex. These are sex struggles for married people.
Yeah.
A spouse who wants too much sex. Some are married to a spouse, oftentimes the husband who wants sex regularly. This can easily make one feel used. Usually in such situations, the emotional connection is also weak. Address this by learning to do other things as a couple that don't involve sex.
Yeah, man, sex can be a thing for a relationship like that.
Yeah.
If
Pilo was here, he'd be saying, man, that thing is important. If we're discussing to go hiking, we start. If we're discussing to wash dishes, we start. Man. If we're biking, we start.
I don't know. Let me give like my personal experience with sex, right? I find sex very draining.
Yeah, it is.
Like, if you have sex before you go to work.
Now, we wrote over 13 round. 13 round. I'll see you one episode. Oh, it's still coming. The episode.
Oh, man.
The one we
easy.
We posed before this.
Ka situation, a long-term relationship or a relationship where you feel like, no, this is healthy for me. Let's talk 2 rounds, my man.
But after interrogating the what he was saying, I discovered that it was a long-distance relationship. In which he doesn't see that person after a long time, and at the same time, the rounds they are short. He said like 7 minutes max. Then I'm like,
it makes sense.
Yeah. You don't get tired having sex.
That 2 rounds is sharp. 2 rounds is sharp.
Guys, if you relate, I'll say if you man.
For me too. One is not fair. One I feel is not fair. Because I feel the first one could
Listen
be mine.
to this one. A spouse who is not interested in sex. Spouse who is not interested in sex, no matter what you do. Some are married to a spouse, oftentimes the wife, who shows no interest in sex, perhaps because of emotional strain, past wounds, hormones, negative view towards spouses, or as a result of conflict. Negative view, I don't know what. Maybe I did something bad. It's not there something bad. I no longer look desirable to this person. I once saw this video on YouTube. Very, very beautiful woman. a nice gent who works, makes money. Liana is a handsome guy. And then this woman was crying, saying, why are you not having sex with me? Why do you never want to fuck with me? You never. This guy was even laughing. He was saying, I shouldn't be able to, I shouldn't be showing you that I love you through having sex with you.
Only.
No, he was saying me loving you shouldn't be attached to me having sex with you. The guy didn't want sex with the girl at all.
But what's making love then?
I think according to him, it's any other thing but sex.
What, buying roses?
Buying roses.
Taking her to Paris?
Yes.
Well.
No sex should be had.
If you tell a broke nigga that, hey, the closer.
But he probably has, manhood struggles.
It's usually, hey, let me tell you. Hey, I want to go marara. But I'm going to say it. So I have this, do I have a female friend? A friend I'm close to who happens to be a female. Hey, when you're not my female friend, right? So she's been telling, she's been telling me about, such romantic struggles, right? To say, no, man, my man is well off financially. Nigga can take me anywhere right now, right? But that side, I feel I need a way to bring about the conversation as to how we can improve the bed element. And for me, I was like, okay, I don't know about how the genesis of your relationship came about, but not the relationship just built it. Like we spoke about these things. Make sure we create a safe platform to even say, wait 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Well,
if that conversation is not being had, the how was it conversation after? The how was it? If it's not being had, we have issues.
Hey.
We have issues. If there's no how was it, we have issues because it simply shows already. Neither of us here that are engaged in this activity is confident enough to can trust that this one will tell them the truth. And they will be content with it.
Yeah.
I'm not honest enough to can tell this person this is how I want you to do. Hence I'm saying if we're not having the how was it conversation after the fact, we are in trouble.
Happy.
South Africa guy, man. There's too many of them.
Yeah. No, just pick out
memories of an ex who used to be great in bed. I think this one became. I think this one is a killer to many.
We can do like when you pillow are. No seriso. Monyale. Monyale go na go ne ka mogore tlodia.
Exactly. Oh, you're the biggest one on earth. How are you going to know that? Do you know that mine is big, therefore I should marry this woman? It can't be.
No, it's not practical.
But here, practical. This one, memories of an ex. Some people are fighting the memories they had of their, exes in bed as they have sex with their spouse. They have images of an ex in mind. So this person say, let go of the past. See your spouse for the uniqueness he or she is. Start to praise your spouse sexually, and your mind will register your spouse as the new definition of sexy. This one was very rough from me. You remember what I said, on one of our previous early episodes?
Yeah.
Where I said, you have been with this person for many, many years, 5 years, having sex with this person alone. And then it had come to a state of, sexy is this person. Sexy.
Yeah. I remember the episode.
I've been having sex with this person for years.
Anything besides this, I don't recognize it.
So for you to change that coding, to remove that stamp in your brain that has given you the definition of sexy, it's going to be very, very difficult when you meet a new person. Especially in the early days of that new relationship. You will always have like flashbacks about that person.
Yeah.
I'm a fellow pornography and masturbation. So let's not get into it.
Why?
Kido, Ragera, I said the last one.
Oh, yeah.
Overthinking, wife who struggles to climax, a penis that ejaculates too quickly, low self-esteem, affairs, comparison with other couples. So many reasons that people go through that end up, giving them struggles in their
In their romantic.
romantic relationships. Those are issues that we have.
Mara, now, okay. You know me, Agre.
Yeah.
You might have a sheet of my records. I didn't like that much experience with. I might have like some experience with relationships, but I don't have experience with love.
To can say I've been with this one too long.
To know.
To can say the definition of sex is this one.
Not even in the sexual context. Kera, building a long-term relationship.
Okay.
Because I've been trying to work towards.
Yeah.
Right.
It comes with all of those. Building a long-term relationship, long-term sex with that particular person.
Yeah.
So obviously things, and at the same time, you're not doing a long-term relationship. Things that you had never done before the long-term relationship, you started to do there. You experienced them there for the first time and everything.
Yeah.
So now this person has taught you things, you have taught her things. It's difficult to go elsewhere.
Just let go of that.
Yes.
Why?
That's why people keep going back to their exes for sex.
Because they know.
They know it's a sure to catch. I'll be satisfied there. Sure to catch. As compared to here where I have to start teaching first. Here where I have to start convincing this person or before you have to suck it first. It's written here. That's how it starts. And how you have sex with your partner is how you'll have sex with them every day. Like the routine you're talking about. Then I fool. It's like that all the time. Only thing that will change is the rounds and the amount of times you. But notice the pattern is there.
Yeah, I think that uncommunicated arousal journey.
It has to start there. Reverse. What if you have failed?
Hey, what if today I'm a kichi?
You get it?
But I think we should, especially before you guys start getting married and having kids, you should experiment more.
Yeah.
You find new places and you didn't know. No, we spoke about quickies. Hey, now
people cheat, but why cheat for curiosity's sake? People are going there to experience sex desires that they can't pitch to their partners, that they can't get through their partners, because we have given them, a respectful image that cannot allow them to send nudes, that cannot allow them to bend over backwards, doggy, that cannot allow. Can respect her so much that I can't have her do doggy or suck a dick.
Mm-hmm.
You get it? Respect is dangerous.
Respect. I think Leon and they should add it to that list.
Hey.
Because if side niggas they'll call her with names.
Easy.
They'll pull her by her hair.
Do you think you can suck it? Yeah,
Papa. No.
Evan, what's the score? So we to Davi.
Oh man, I don't know. I feel.
Let's check whatever one. But
let's before the checker. You pick a side.
Yeah.
You pick a side.
I
Before
think,
the check.
Okay, I didn't check.
I think by the time this episode comes out, it will be public knowledge.
Pirates.
Chiefs.
Okay, we're not maybe Chiefs. But
no, I'm an Orlando Pirates
I'll tell
fan.
you why I'm saying Pirates. You are an Orlando Pirates fan?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you why I say Pirates. Funny enough, I'm not a soccer fanatic, but I was able to observe. I've watched a few games recently. And you notice, Pirates are nearly the same drive as Sundowns. Pirates and Sundowns, they have the same, almost an equal drive.
Yeah.
Just not Sundowns somehow always manages to win because they have all the cream. The creme de la creme of soccer in Africa.
Yeah, they are there.
In South Africa.
They are there.
So, Chiefs, they're disappointing. They lose the game even to weaker teams. I don't know, but the element of it being a derby brings a different energy
Yeah,
that
yeah.
might change the score.
The momentum.
But nah, my money is on Pirates.
My analysis is purely emotional. I think Chiefs has so much to prove, right?
Yeah.
That on its own would be a driving force.
Why was Rage coach?
You know, I don't think it's a coach problem sometimes.
It is a coach problem.
No, man.
My brother, if an institution fails to perform for consecutive years more than 5, it's the leader.
No, it's a cultural problem.
It's the leader.
Sometimes you get into an institution, then you find that there's this deeply rooted culture.
Cultural problem where the culture has been lost. Where the sense of culture has been lost, then we can say it's a new cultural problem. Because Chiefs has been winning, has been dominating, even Pirates. Chiefs.
How many coaches have been there since
Man.
their downfall?
I don't know.
We'll have
But
to.
it should be more, around 4. Man. Steve Compella Zanga Egu Ajisha Chiefs. Arthur was there Ajisha Chiefs. Now is this one. Ajisha Chiefs. I can say you correct me if I'm wrong. I don't.
Of course.
I don't follow soccer.
I'm not much of a soccer fanatic as well, but I feel Chiefs has a cultural poor performance problem.
It's just the cult in soccer.
Yeah, it is.
People think nothing matters but Chiefs. Yeah.
I do understand where it has the numbers. Did I not say?
Oh, Chiefs says.
Did
wow.
I not say?
Oh, wow.
Did I not say? Did I not say?
You win full time.
You
can do it full time.
I think it is.
Final today full time. 2-1.
Chiefs
has won. Wow.
I don't want to see social media.
But Chiefs has won.
But what's like they have so much to prove. They have so much to prove.
Let's see. I just want to see one status. Oh, Kucho Malacha, 2-1, full time.
No, he's not. He's definitely not a Chiefs fan. If that's all he posted.
Then why people are not posting here, guys? Chiefs is very careful now.
You see?
Ogle Pirates.
By the way, like such traumatic response is one of the reasons why I don't affiliate with soccer. Because it plays with your emotions, that thing.
Chiefs is very careful now. Alright. Anyway, anything else you want to talk about?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
I just wish we can grow more. Yeah.
No, the growth is coming. Coming.
Yes.
Someone came to me telling me, we just established our political segment. Someone just came to me telling me, Ray, you're playing a dangerous game. 1, 2, 3. Gosh, episode someone is doing this and that. So just try and be careful and all that.
Politics.
Then I was like, man, it's not me on that political show. It's not me. It's Mike. Mike
you're
is
not
doing whatever he's doing. So if he says something that, talk to him, not me. I'm just a platform. I'm just providing a platform.
Yeah, that's
you
all.
You come to talk to me if I say something better on the council.
Yeah. In fact, if Liana is somehow politically affiliated or aligned to anything, you must feel free to come.
Yeah.
And clear the air where there is.
And at the end of the conversation, he said, maybe let Narakata someday. And then I was like, dude, you could have just come to the show and Wampuja Diluchi on the show, in front of the camera, to show and at the same time, I want for gossip.
Yeah.
I agree. The reason why we have a public platform is because it's not gossip. People should see what we are talking about.
Should know what we are talking about. Man, it's been nice. I think for the longest time, I think it's been 6 months plus. I think a year would best describe it.
Yeah.
And this has always been like a platform for me to vent.
Exactly.
I ended up even going for therapy.
Yeah.
Just because if you know
therapy.
Because I feel like this has just been from relationships to work, everything.
It also works for me. You know how down I was when you came.
Oh yeah. It was difficult that time.
I think as soon as I return my camera, I'll go back to that dark place.
Good one.
Yeah. But
bit by bit.
Lena, when I get in front of the camera, I don't think anyone would ever be able to see that I'm going through anything.
Oh,
there.
sharp.
I'm never, the moment I get in front of the mic, behind the mic,
The
entertainment kicks in. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that dementia. Someone said I have dementia.
I think Boruto once said that.
Was it Boruto?
No, Boruto once said that. I
About
think it
me?
was between me and him. To say,
About me?
Maradama look at I. I don't know the conversation may stem from what, but someone's like, but I'm sure the dementia, you know. I was like, yeah, I believe in us. I believe in us.
So you mean to tell me, Orok, he can't crack my character?
No, I think when was it?
Crack someone's character.
I think it was in 2021.
You think or a person is demented, and being demented means you have multiple characters in your head.
I think it was 2021 because we had a scenario that required like a firm assertion to say this must happen, right?
Yeah.
And you vouch for it, this will happen. And learn never sure this is going to happen.
Yeah.
When we get there, how?
I wonder
Nothing
what
is
that
happening.
was.
Nothing is happening. It's like that man. I
wonder what that was.
No, man. No, it doesn't make sense.
Maybe I believe what I say when I'm into this character. The moment I get into that one, it remains behind in that memory stick. I don't know.
I think not for me. This character here.
Yeah.
It's there. It's there with me.
It's the one.
Like okay, the current space I exist in.
Yeah.
I feel shrinked.
Okay.
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 Okay, mostly I'm at work, but when I get socialize a lot. So I think for the most part, or end up therapy. It was because I felt or more like a long one. I'm just there.
Therapy, BK is going for therapy.
No, I'm not crazy.
Why?
I'm not crazy.
You're seeing a shrink.
I'm seeing yeah, I think contrary to what generally us Batavans we think about therapy. Therapy is good because it brings about an element of self-awareness. Because when you downplay them, or hey, you let people just people just get off easily. Like you don't give them like your piece of your mind. That's one of the things I found out about me.
Yeah.
It was through therapy. No, only to find out now I'm imposing them on me.
Yeah.
Instead of but while or
Yeah. Nah. No, I'm not. I don't think I have. I'm suffering from dementia. I don't think I have that.
That's what a dementic person would say. But I'm kidding. I am kidding. I'm kidding. How? I'm kidding. And now I don't think you do. I think in that particular situation, we just felt like the term that how.
I wonder what was happening.
How we like to abuse. English
terminology.
Yeah.
I remember
Boruto is
still stuck there. That
Boruto is more
he's
fond
still
of it.
stuck there. Rocky no bolela jeni go motla ba re I don't want to la re you look fragacious.
Arenge. The lady.
Hey. You know Roberto just throw
now I don't know the girl, right? But I'm now thinking she's in between. Is it a compliment? Or is it an insult?
He would say something, a terminology that even you, the receive, you start questioning.
Bruh.
Is this a compliment?
Bruh. Okay. I think there's something like around that line. You notice, right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, such words, the guy characterizer I associate with, being smart.
Yeah.
I feel there's a platform for that.
There is.
Like, Okas free so
yeah, okay. He would say something.
We understand you have a serious character. We understand you are a well-spoken person. Mara, try law instead. Try law. Intellect, try the profession, not the person.
Yeah.
People want excitement.
Yeah.
People want the excitement.
Yeah.
And sometimes language is serious. Informal. I excited.
Hence, when I get behind the mic, I leave my seriousness outside. That's probably why it would look like. Because the guy who told me about the demented thing, he was saying to me, Eamon, you are sitting here, but you're not that guy.
You know, also at Mpomekfolo.
Because he came to me to have a conversation with that guy.
Kind of.
But it's not what he found. Then I was like, man, that's that guy. You see, I came here to sit and chill with the people.
Oh, it's a social setting.
Yes, and then I'm like, man, I can't be sitting here and you want to debate things with me. Whereas I just came here to chill. I'm not that person all the time. You know, I could be that person off camera, depending where we are. What are we talking about? I can't be that person when I'm at work being a teacher, teaching learners and associating with educators.
Yeah,
can't be that person.
It's a professional space.
In front of my boss, in front of. I can't be that person there, you know. And I also can't be that person who always debates with everyone. No.
There's a place for it.
There's a place for that. That's why you'd feel like, oh, how come I see 4 people in you? You would see 4 people in me because I exist in different worlds.
Yeah.
And somehow I just find myself able to
navigate.
Somehow, when I'm there, I'm there. When I'm here, I'm there. When I'm here. And then you'd end up thinking, what?
I'm actually picking up something here. Because I feel there isn't. I feel I'm shrinked.
Yeah.
It's because I want to take out this element, right? But there's no room for making jokes.
Exactly. So,
like, if you make jokes,
I interpret it as something is locked out. Something is locked up. You know? Because growing up, I was always a quiet person. So I find it easy for me to be quiet everywhere.
Rather than
it easy for me to be contained everywhere because that's who I've always been.
Yeah.
The talkative one comes now with cameras. So this is the one that I can easily lock up, bring it out when it needs to come out. But the serious one has always been there.
He's at home.
You know. So it's safe to just assume that guy shy, quiet.
That's like surface level definition.
Yeah. Well. Basadi wana no gola ba chava.
Basadi wara. That's actually a good thing, right? Because there was a time, there was a time where like I was going through like relationship problems, right? Somewhere in the past, right? That then this other guy. He did a comparison, or maybe how does he? Because he would like 5 chicks, 6 chicks, and all of them like they believe like I'm the one. I'm the one.
No matter how careful you are, cheating, you'll get caught one way or another. Just say, even if you are careful. But no top.
One day is one day, of course. But now, Kidia character analysis. Okay, is it the bedroom? Okay, I can't be arrogant. I'll question the bedroom. Sure. Am I not being funny? Am I serious? But now I'm realizing, and like, I have this serious character, Linda, that I need to learn to contain.
Read the room.
Yeah. Because one time I'm in bed with this person, right?
In bed?
One time, right? So, then it happened. So it leaks word man. Because I was tired. I was coming from work. I was tired, man.
You still have those endless erections.
So I'm in my sleep. Then it pops over. Hey man, Abba, you didn't take the first round the Abshiro and right? And then I wake up and I'm like,
yeah, man, is that
for me, not to say
that you have to disturb your sleep, your chain of sleep. Because
for me, it comes to my mind. Okay, courtesy of direction.
Where America?
Hey.
No.
No, actually, now I feel like a bad person. But you want to have sex. Right? Okay, no, I don't stay with this person. No, I could see her like once or twice a week, depending. So that time, but I was tired. Like I said. So I said, let me sleep for like 2 hours. Then I'll wake up and. So I overslept. Then in Klikela, like in the AMs or no man, the thing you said you would do. Yeah. So you must. So the language for me, it was the language choice. I said, now she's lost. Don't want to give her to Baba. Asma pedi.
So you want me to wake up so we sleep again?
Now she's like,
I believe you have to turn her on top of the confusion. Anyway, I think we've.
I feel at ease. My nerves are open.
Man.
Yeah, man. It's been lovely.
Yeah, you used to feel that screen. When I look at the cameras now, when I look at you on the camera, you look smaller than me. But as you were bigger than me.
No, I think we get upgrades.
Now
you mean?
Shit.
Yeah.
But I'm still bigger than you, who was bigger than me.
Now flatty. You know about muto flatty. You know, I've for me it's nice. I'll tell you why it's nice. People who have seen me like maybe last year. I was actually thinking the other day. I was thinking, you know, we once had a conversation late, not even last year, the year before, somewhere there, where you said
it was on the show.
Fucking shit. Okay, yeah, you were talking about fucking and making love in a way. To say Milo Mungu is for fucking. Like when you are fed, you can't fuck. You're propelled to make love.
Yeah.
So with my overweight, like I was propelled to make love. Now I have the option of fucking now. Yeah? Now I can fuck. I guess I hope what was happening, but it was the setup was like that. To say
you lost the love making body.
No, but I can still make love. The nice time,
flexible enough to do both.
So like, I think that's actually what happened. I was like, these days, my nigga, you can. Yeah. Okay. All these days. So for me, it was like, you know what?
That time you do soft strokes.
No, like hard but soft. Like you can't be hard and fast. So now I'm like, hybrid.
So now I'm going to
yeah, more like boo, hey, or boo, hey, or fetch a balance, boo, hey, a balance, hey, or fetch a day.
I wonder.
Or fetch a day.
Hey, let's go.
So I've since vouched.
How was the tempo that time? Hey man, this has been the council with me, Poet Fool and Obokak fucking BK, man.
Babies.
And he's not back, he just came back now today for this episode. Most probably we'll have more episodes as time goes.
Definitely.
Maybe during holidays.
Yeah.
Or any other time.
Jiggy,
so
jiggy.
it's always a good time.
Jiggy.
You know, doing a show with BK.
Yeah.
The original
BK.
You know.
I'm
the council with Paul McFool.
I'm like BK. The original BK. Yeah.
Not pillow talk.
But pillow, I feel pillow is exactly what we needed.
Yeah.
In my yeah.
Pillow is just a BK in another way.
Like a no-tier BK. A no-tier BK. Like he's more experienced and more no-tier and he knows people and yeah. So he's a very healthy asset.
And he's coming all right.
No, I'm happy with him.
Yeah, he's coming all right. So as time goes, I think we are content with it.
No, we are.
In balance. We are in sync.
Plus the new lady.
The lady.
Yeah, I feel like that she's coming all right.
And I can see you.
Yeah.
Yeah? No, I can believe.
Oh. Oh, what far. That's it. We are out of here.
Mara lemon waffles.
Or genamang.
Tsedi.
Eh?
Tsedi.
Wapala go bolela ora. Wapala go bolela.
Okay, but Bascare.
Oh, kick the party la lord Mike di timile and we are
Yes,
talking
yes.
about ourselves.
Eh.
Oh, nice, Mara. That was a good recruit. That was a good recruit.
Jajile ba mutlisha la bathomo. Le. Re ko mamfano Dave's.
Tepsa ke pinjele ya philo e. O ela ya kwa phela e.
Yes. Re a mola phela. Ke re bana gape. I see ke bona motho go. Ke ngwanyana be le bolela ka ena. Ba re ke re. Ke re. Okay, ka ho mola ha ona stress. Motho lo wa batame.
O menna. Na ke ntse ke no bona re ka mo group go le motho wa comment. Go waffles. Ke re jwa ba nagana re ke bona di quality bile ba te compare le bo waffles jwa. Ke bona re nepe tele ke re. Hi. Basadi ba botse ka monta. But now I'm married. Fuck that.
Yeah, well, that's it, man. That's the council with me, Mpome Fool.
Oi. Oi. No, that one you have to cut it out. Oh,
It's a ski.
oh, it's
The gossip.
Oh, where the mics are off.
Hey.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,